All right. This is sudden, but I am. Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy ANZGM here, and I'm gonna be talking about something that is serious, and I want to share with you guys. So hopefully you guys can. Oh wow, yeah, I can see why it's canceled. Okay. So I'm not gonna be talking about anything about my videos about what's going on. That's gonna be in a separate video. So you guys want to hear about what's going on in my life, I'll tell you. So you guys get a better heads up. Right now, I'm in the train to see that certain person, and it's gonna be like something serious. So unfortunately, I can't stop at the station where I want to be because I think they're fixing the station up. So towards his place, it's gonna be like I don't know, probably like 20 minutes. So what how long the stream is gonna be? That's where I'm gonna go to his place. So that's what I'm gonna be telling you. But overall, if you guys are here and you guys want to listen, then that's great. If you're not interested, then you could just leave the stream. That's perfectly fine. But I'm gonna say this live and whenever, and it's gonna upload to YouTube. So the rest of the people that can't watch it live can see it and such. So if you guys can't really hear me, it's because I'm inside the train, like I said before. But I'm at the last stop right now. So once I go outside, then I'll be able to talk more and such. And I know how people are in the city, like like these people. It's New York City, so what is this? Whoa! Hang on a second. I don't know if you guys can comment because I can't really see the comments. So yeah, so just give me like a couple seconds to get out, and then I'll explain. Let's see. All right, so I'm here. So let me just explain what I'm going to be talking about. Just give me a second. All right, so here we go. So, all right, you guys. So, oh, thank you for liking my shirt. I had the shirt since I think like 2 or 3 years now from Nintendo World. So yeah. So, all right, you guys can see the connection because I'm kind of like blurry. All right, there we go. All right, so let me tell you guys about a friend of mine that I used to hang out back when I was in high school. And where we are now is to the point where I'm gonna cut him off from my life entirely. Oh, great! I was supposed to be from the other side. Let me just get it. Okay. All right. So I know a guy named Chris. Chris. I'm not gonna say his last name, but I'm gonna say his name is public because he's not gonna see this video. Trust me, he doesn't. He doesn't go to YouTube. I mean, he goes to YouTube, but he's not subscribed to my channel. So um, it's okay. So basically, I knew this guy since high school. We were in freshman year and such. So today, okay. I'm sorry, I'm kind of stutter. This is live. This is the first time I'm doing this live. Not really first time live, but more like in public. So kind of nervous speaking out loud. So what am I doing right now is that today I'm gonna cut him off in life. I knew this guy since high school. We would always hang out together, like all the time. I used to like not live close by him, kind of like into another borough, but I had easily access to the train back then because I was a student, and I would always see him. I was always come to his place, and we always hang out and such. We had some good times and such. We were into Pokemon, so back then, before sixth generation, was a thing. We would always like play Pokemon together and battle and such. It was good. We had a good time. He used to collect Pokemon cards, like a bunch of Pokemon cards. But so like, but I noticed this when I was a teenager, but never really confronted with his father or himself. Is that he has a problem. Now, not like a problem, more like I guess a disability problem, which I still don't know to this day. And now I don't know what kind of disability problem he has, but his behavior is ridiculous. Like it is super super ridiculous. And I know you guys are young and won't understand this, but just to remind you guys, if you guys are in high school right now or probably in middle school, you should always be friends with somebody that is really positive and determined. If people in your life are negative around you that you're friends with or people that you don't know, stay away from them. It's not worth it. And let me explain why. So my friend, used to be friend Chris, he's always negative, like really, really negative, like beyond negative. So basically, back when we were teenagers, I would always tell him something that's like kind of like, you know, something smart, kind of like in advice in a way, or something like a little bit stupid. Now, normally when friends like say something like stupid, nothing really to offend them or whatever, or not offend anybody in public, but more like some crap that you wouldn't say or anything. Like you're just sounding like, they will either laugh or like say something. I'm not really too sure, but this man, I swear, he would always swing me like in the shoulder, on the chest, like anywhere, because he doesn't want to hear it or if it bothered him. Now, I thought at first like it has to be a problem because he wouldn't just swing me out of nowhere for no apparent reason. Apparently that's not the case. He would do it because he doesn't give a fuck. That's it. He doesn't really give a shit. But the thing is that I never brought it up to his father nor my mother, because with my mother, she would have told me straight up like don't ever talk to him again and such. And me and Chris were really close. I consider him my best friend since high school, but the way his behavior is something that I don't want to be associated with. Like, it isn't. And it's really, really not okay. So it's just really pisses me off. And the thing is that you can't be serious with this dude. Like, if you have something going on in your life and you want to talk to somebody, especially somebody that you're close with, other than family members, you want to talk to that person and, discuss and talk about the issue. Apparently with him, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about like you and specifically. He just doesn't care about the situation that is serious. And by serious, like if something going on with your life, like are you hurt, like something, or probably something serious, you need somebody to talk to. He doesn't care. Every time I would talk to him on the phone, he would make like a childish voice and ignore the situation. Like that's just the way it is. Like I never met anybody who was like that. Sure, I'm pretty sure there's people out there that's like that, but at the same time, it's not very good behavior. Now, mind you, after high school, like around when I was 18, I did change. I did change to a better person and such. It took slowly and time, but now I'm doing better. As for his case, he's not really changing at all. Now, I'm not really telling him to change, but I'm giving him advice to be a better person and such. Be a better person, be with society, and just overall do better in life. But he doesn't want to. It's like this, you guys. If you're really good to somebody, and if you know them for a long time, if you've been good with somebody, Choppy, you can go ahead and put the announcement if you want. I don't know how long the stream is going to be, but if you if you want to give, if you really care about somebody so much and you want to help them and become a better person because you know how the way they are, despite having a problem, would you do it? Because I've been doing that for so many years, and it's ridiculous. And he never takes the advice one bit, not a speck of gratitude or nothing. And the thing is that I would always call him, but he would never call me back. He claims that I keep on forgetting. He doesn't know my number or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, sometimes he like I always change my number, so that's kind of like my fault on my part. But I always tell him like, yo, if you want to call, just call me, and such. But most of the time when it's like a couple months or such, he doesn't call. And whenever I call him, he doesn't really like act surprised. What if you are the negative person? What advice would you give? Well, if you're referring to me as to negative advice, wait, okay. What if you are the negative person? What advice would you give? Well, the thing is that when it comes to being a negative person, if you are negative, then you need to change yourself. But if that person is negative, then you need to talk to, you need to talk to that person and try to like give them like, yo, hey, like you have like a bad attitude, or like you are being like rude to like to these people or people that you don't know, but you're saying crap about them, just more like tone it down, and show them like there's more to life than just being an asshole. That's just the way how I see it. I have a very good friend, she's a very, very nice person. I'm not gonna say her name, but we've been friends for almost a year now. It's good. Once July hits, our friendship is gonna be a year. And I wasn't like an asshole back then. I was more like trying to get myself, situation in life. But if somebody really cares about you, it's not the way you are. Because if the way you are now, if you are very negative, then they're either gonna take their time and try to help you, or just or never contact with you again. That's just how it is. And I'm like that too. I try my very best to give advice to him, to tone down his attitude, and just try to act more social. Because here's the thing, I believe that I'm his only friend. Because whenever I go to his place, he doesn't talk to anybody. Now, I'm not saying that like, well, I'm over there and he wants to hang out with me, that's fine. No, isn't the case. It's just that every time that I'm either there or not there, or like when I'm talking to him, he doesn't bring up anything about about friends that he met, or hanging out, anything like. And he's not shy either. He's really not shy. He knows how to talk to people and such. He just doesn't want to, and that's kind of like bad, to be honest, because you need to be social with people to know them in life. I'm that person that that could be social with him and deal with his attitude. But if his attitude is like that for a long time, then there's no point. Like here's the thing, guys. If you have somebody in that, I know you guys are my younger viewers, but here's the thing. You're gonna have that friend that you're gonna hang out with a lot, and but later in life, once you're like over 18 and such, you're gonna know the signs of that person. And if you really care about that person, you as that person is gonna try and help them, become a better person. But if they don't take your advice or see the way that you're trying to help them, because overall you can't tell somebody like, hey, stop being an asshole and change your ways. Like, you can't tell them that, because you cannot change that person just by telling them what they're doing wrong. They need to see it for themselves. That's just how it is. It's like saying like, yeah, like you know how you hear stories about like females are like in like abusive relationships and they're trying to change the guy. That isn't the case. That is never the case. Because the only way that that person's gonna change is themselves. They're not gonna hear it from anybody. Nobody. Nobody, guys. Like nobody. It has that person has to change for them. You could give them advice and show them like there's more in life than just being an asshole. But if they really want to change, that's up to them. So but what my concern is that one come out of his life, he's not gonna care. I feel like he's not gonna care because he doesn't really give a shit. Okay, like I'm just tired of it, you guys. Like I'm really tired of it. Like he hit me, that's assault. Okay, first of all, that's assault. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. Back in December, the last time I saw him, I had my other friend Kevin. You guys probably know Kevin. You've seen him in some of my videos. We were just hanging out and such. But here's the thing, though. Remember back in December that Stan Lee died? Well, I didn't know during that day he died, but my friend Kevin was looking up his name, and he found out that he was dead. And my friend Kevin, he's a big Stan Lee fan. Like he loves Stan Lee. His wish list was to meet him in person, but now he won't ever get the chance. And it's all sad and such. My friend Chris, not only he made fun of Stan Lee's death, but he said it right in front of my friend Kevin's face about it. He made fun of Stan Lee, and to all people that said like Stan Lee wasn't like this person, like greater the person, like whatever and such. Basically, and he wasn't joking either. He was being serious. He literally said that, and my friend was gonna like punch him in the face, because if somebody talks like that to a person who passed away, then it's fucked up. Like it's really fucked up. Like it's so bad. Like you could hate the person if they're alive, whatever, that's your choice. But if they're dead, do not make fun of that. Like whatever the person did, it's whatever. But if the person is dead, just leave it as it is. Like it's just not right, you know? And around February, I was going through something, and I wanted to talk to him, and he was just making childish noises and such, and he didn't want to hear it. Like he doesn't care. That's my problem. He doesn't care. It just makes me mad. Like honestly, the stuff that I talk to him about, if I ever get married, I want him to be be one of the people, like the man, like I don't know what's it called, like the bride, not bridesmaid. What am I saying? The groom, like one of the groom. I was gonna have my friend Chris, Kevin, and my best friend Carlos, because I have another best friend Carlos. He's a really cool guy. He's in the Army right now. I've known him since childhood. But Chris, I want him to be like that. I want him to be around with my kids if I have kids in the future. But the way he is now, that's never gonna happen unless he changes. Like, it's just really bad, guys. Like, hopefully in the future, this is basically a lesson. If you guys have friends like this, and I know you guys are my younger audience, so you're not like my age, but this is basically to everyone. If you have friends like this that are very, very negative, but if you really care about that person, then that's perfectly fine. You could try at least show them, like, you know, there's more ways to whatchamacallit, be better, get up your feet, get a job, go to school, and just do better with your life. Focus on yourself. That's the main thing. You need to focus on yourself to better yourself, because if you don't focus on yourself, then you're not going to get anywhere. As for his case, he tried to find a job for 2 years, and I'm only saying this now because he's not going to see this video. He went to a vocational school. He got a certificate in carpentry. He tried to find a job for 2 years, never once. And he claims that he went to his area, he went to the city. Well, no, mostly his area, but now went to the city. And I'm like, well, dude, like, you gotta try other options. Like, try, like, if somebody tells you that, then like, yo, try somewhere small. Like if you need a job, then try somewhere small that doesn't fit your criteria, but at least you are making money and having experience. Then afterwards, later on, you can took it. He never took the advice. He just did whatever he did, and it's so on. That's advice, you guys. That's like, I'm not. I just give so much to him, and he'd care. Sorry. Yeah, I just give so much to him, and he doesn't really care. You know, do I like? I always had this feeling that, do I regret for being his friend? The times that we hung out, no. But the way he is, yes. You know, there's a difference. And like, honestly, the they would tell you know personal stuff about them, and then you know like you keep it like between that person. He would never told me that. I told him his my problems, but he never did. He never came to me for advice or anything. He just wants to be the way he is. But that's not a good thing, guys. That's really isn't a good thing. He's not doing drugs, I tell you that much. Because if somebody did drugs, especially people that I know, I'm cutting them off. You know, like drugs as in like cocaine, meth, whatever, like those illegal drugs, whatever. I don't care. I'm cutting them off entirely. But at the same time, it's just that I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I'm almost at his place. It's probably gonna be like another 10 minutes because the train didn't stop where I wanted to stop. So I'm almost there. It is a nice day out and such. But yeah, you guys, like that's just basically him. He's almost 23. He's not a teenager. That's the thing. He's not a teenager. I'm 23, he's 22. He really needs to know that if he continues to be an asshole to people, then people are gonna treat him the way that he is. Like here's the thing. If you're a very good person, other people, and later in life, those people are gonna treat you the same way as you are. Like you are better with them. But if you're an asshole and you keep on, and you make fun of people, and they're gonna be negative towards you back because that's the way you are. And here's the thing. Here's another thing. Back then, and I'm pretty sure he still does this now. He would say the N-word to black people right in front of their faces, and I used to be right there, and I would always get scared because, black people are offended by that word. He would say right in front of their faces, and not give a shit. That's the thing. He would not give a shit. He would always make fun of my friends, saying whatever crap he can just to get like a reaction towards them. But here's the thing. If they swing, no. The thing is that if my friends tell him like, okay, come on, let's fight, he'll back off. He knows that if somebody is stronger than him, they're gonna fuck him up. But he still does it. All right, there we go. All right, so last minute, but it's basically a life lesson that I'm trying to say. If you have somebody in your life that's like negative towards you, don't be friends with that person, because that person will always bring you down and you'll never go back up. Even at the position that you are now in life, and you always hang out with that person, and they bring negative. If you really care about that person, 6 months to a year, probably even 2 years to finally change. It's not It's That's not how it works. It's a slow process. You can't really tell people, but if but that person won't know what your problem is, so they could understand, because that's what I'm having trouble with. He doesn't tell me what he has. I gave so much time to this guy that I want him to be there in future events, with my friends and my family. Personally, he only knows my mom more and such. It's just the way he acts, guys. So I'm gonna cut the stream off. We're gonna secretly record the conversation. It is what it is. So, and this is basically my phone. So a little emotional and such, and I was kind of like saying the same things over and over again. But more, as of yet, I want to build my PC first. But overall, thank you guys so much for watching the live stream.